What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on Tesla stock.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And in today's video, first of all, I will show you where we are on a price chart and how we get there. And I will show you how we caught this movement to the downside, basically to the tick, and we land exactly as I predicted. We land exactly at the level where I predicted. Then I will continue with the fundamental news, and I will show you the real news why this asset fell down. And at the end of this video, I will share my thoughts and my technical analysis, and I will show you what should we expect next. So let's start with the price chart. As I already mentioned, I made my previous video somewhere at this point when we hit for the first time this range of support at roughly $266.32, and my main assumption was that if this asset breaks this range to the downside, the next level of support, major level of support, will be at golden pocket pattern. It is the range in between 0.65 and 0.618. As you can see, if I pull the Fibonacci retracement tool from the bottom of this wave, from this point to this, to basically double top range, and this is the most probable range of trend reversal. On top of that, from this top, and I also caught this top to the tick, we had this ABC correction to the downside, and the most obvious range in between A wave to C wave is 1-to-1, and right here you can see that we have 1-to-1 exactly at $242.23, something like this. And this means this was the most probable range where we might land, and from this range we might have a bounce. So, what should we expect next from the technical standpoint? I will show you in just several minutes. And for now, let's continue with the fundamental news. What was the reason of this harsh movement to the downside? And we are on electric.co, and this article was published on October the 3rd. And it's titled, Tesla stock falls on robot getting ridiculed as Elon Musk claims it's misunderstood. And let me go to this. Tesla stock is down 8% today, while the Nasdaq is up 2%. This is one of the Tesla's biggest drops of the year, and it comes off two separate events that happened since the last market close on Friday. Yesterday, Tesla disclosed its Q3 delivery and production results, and it came a bit short of expectations, though it was because of about 20,000 vehicles in transit to customers. And here's this news, and I have to say that Tesla delivered a bit less vehicles than expected, but let me show you this. Tesla confirmed that it couldn't secure transport at reasonable prices during its end-of-quarter delivery rush, and it resulted in more vehicles in transit. Historically, our delivery volumes have skewed towards the end of each quarter due to regional batch building of cars. As our production volumes continue to grow, it's becoming increasingly challenging to secure vehicles transportation capacity and at a reasonable cost during these peak logistics weeks. In Q3, we began transitioning to a more even regional mix of vehicles built each week, which led to an increase in cars in transit at the end of the quarter. These cars have been ordered and will be delivered to customers upon arrival at their destination. So, definitely it is not the good sign from the Wall Street standpoint, but it is a very good sign from the shareholder standpoint, because Elon Musk and C executives of Tesla preserve Tesla's money in order to save it and in order to preserve margin of their vehicles. And because of this, they don't want to spend additional money to deliver these vehicles by the end of the quarter. And this means it is not the real bad sign for Tesla. It is just some kind of misunderstanding of their intention. But we have a lot of bearish pressure from the Wall Street, and that's why Tesla partially lost some of its value. Next reason why it dropped so much during last couple of sessions. The second event contributing to Tesla's stock falling is the AI Day event held late on Friday. The market is still digesting the event, but the general consensus appears to be disappointment, mainly that Tesla didn't communicate clearly how much closer it is to its goal of delivering a self-driving system. On top of that, they presented the Tesla bot, but this robot doesn't perform very well, and one of them couldn't even walk, and the other was barely able to walk and wave to the crowd. And definitely a lot of people compare this robot with the Boston Dynamics robot, but you have to remember that these two robots are completely different, and they have completely different intention of their production. Let me show you that Elon Musk want to use the large scale in order to reduce the price of these robots. And Tesla bot probably will cost less than $20,000. And even the Boston Dynamics dog robot costs about $75,000. And definitely these numbers are really impressive because Elon Musk want to produce these robots in scale. So, and the third reason why we have a decrease in Tesla price is right here. This is the chart, the cost of US dollar compared to other currencies. And as you can see, US dollar drastically increased its value during last several months. And this means Tesla lost some of its profit because of these currency exchange rates. And definitely these two reasons are the main reasons why we have decrease in Tesla price. But overall, I think fundamentally this asset is still very good, still very attractive for investors, and you shouldn't rely on these short-term catalysts that probably even just a psychological catalyst, not a real fundamental catalyst. And let me show you another quite interesting detail. Right here you can see that JP Morgan Chase & Co. boosted the price target of Tesla, but they boosted from $137 to $153, which still implies 40% of downside potential for Tesla. And the second company, Trist Financial, increased its price target from $333 to $348, which implies about 31.2% of upside potential. Definitely these discrepancies are quite controversial, but let me show you some interesting detail. We are on fintel.io, and if you try to find JP Morgan Chase, you can see that on August 11th they made the most recent filing, and they reduced their call position by 29% and reduced their put position by 1.21%. And they increased their long position in Tesla stock, and right now they own about $5.2 billion in value in Tesla stocks. And despite of this fact, they reduced the price of Tesla shares, and they already lost from their initial position about 26.54%. This means this data completely opposite than this one, and I don't think that you might rely on these low price targets, because their real intention is to hold this stock for a long time, and this filing proves my words. So, and let's continue with the technical analysis, but before we dive deep right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. So guys, what should we expect next? Definitely this range might hold, but we have to have 5-wave structure inside our C wave, and right now we clearly have only 3 waves out of 5, and that's why we might see another spike in price to unload this structure, and then we might have another leg to the downside. Definitely it is not the best forecast, but still, from the technical standpoint, it is the most probable outcome, and that's why you have to be very cautious with your short-term long position. But if you want to invest in this asset, the ranges of about $250 and below are very lucrative from the investor standpoint, and that's why you can accumulate on every daily red candle. So I think from the technical standpoint, that's it for now. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gone live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants, so you better go